What's up, guys? Welcome. Good morning. How you guys doing on this beautiful Thursday? Well, actually, it's quite cloudy where I am, but it's still a beautiful day. Nevertheless, any day you can wake up and you're breathing and you're in good health, your family's in good health, is a beautiful day. Family, friends, and everybody else. Hey, guys. So anyway, what's going on, traders? Welcome back. It's been a while for me. Um, I have a lot of business to take care of. I do a lot of marketing and things of that nature. So I have to take trips. It's been a little while. But I am back. Back in the saddle, guys. Back today. Uh, Pennsylvania. Was my sister and a couple people up that way. Um, it's pretty cold up there. But anyway, I am back. I see it's a couple things going on. I've heard it was I check on the market periodically, usually every day. I'll check on the phone, or I'll go on YouTube and watch the recaps of a lot of traders videos, so that keeps me up to date. I see yesterday was OPTT was the big runner. Um, as I said a long time ago, that's usually a good sign for the future. Usually one stock, I don't know what was going off before that one, but I heard it was pretty good momentum anyway for the last couple weeks. But yeah, if you see a stock like that, I think it went up. Let me see. It went up like $5 or something like that, from where it started. So yeah, from around the $7 area up to 16. So yeah, almost $10. So yeah, yeah. If when you get a stock like that, that's good because then that usually sets off a trend, of other stocks going. So now, being that happened yesterday, I think I'm gonna be good that I'm back here now today because it's gonna be some action usually. Right now, you got TNXP. It has over 105,000 shares traded at the very moment, based on news. No, I'm looking at the wrong news here. I may have to restart this computer. So anyway, Tonics Pharma reports expansion of TNX-102SL 5.6 milligrams program beyond the post-traumatic stress disorder PTSD to include phase 3 development for its fibromyalgia. So anyway, it's some news came out on it this morning, so that's the catalyst, and it's heading into its phase 3, so that's usually a good sign. So anyway, it has news, so that's one to keep on watch. Me personally, um, I think it's gonna be head down. It's gonna pop up some, but based on my analysis, it's gonna it may pop up. That's what they all do. It's nothing ever gonna go straight one way or the other. It's never gonna go exactly in your intended direction. Sometimes you'll look up on that, but it's usually gonna do a little back and forth action. But overall, I could see it going down based on my analysis of it. Uh, I mean, if you look over here at the 15, I'll give you some explanation here. You look over here at the 15, you see a larger down volume bar than you see for the up bar. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna go down. But I have other things that I look at. So this one, for me, if I had to give my opinion on it, and let me go ahead and throw this disclaimer out here. I see that's what you have to do out here. I am not an investment professional. I do not. I am not a professional. Um, these are just my opinions, and it is not advice to trade in the market. It is strictly my sole opinion, nothing more, nothing less. All right. But yeah, anyway, it could bounce up some. That's what they do. It's not gonna go down easily. So just look for it. It could go back up to 315, 320, whatever. But it's gonna eventually go down. I'm telling you what I know. So anyway, that's that. Um, let's see the next one. REPH. It looks like it had news after hours yesterday. It's to restructure one of its segments to seek a strategic partner. So it's looking to find a partner. So okay, it had news after hours yesterday, and it jumped up over $1. So what I've been doing, I took a little break from the stream. That was like a week ago, week and a half. I did take a couple trades, but what I do now, um, and it's been working fairly good, is I lowered my share size even more. I lowered it down to 100 shares. I lowered it down to 100 shares. The reason why um, is because I've been finding that I have been right. Like even on the trades back when I was wrong or I lost money on, I was right about the direction of it. I was right about where it was headed. But the thing is just finding that prime entry. That's the thing. The prime entry meaning where I can afford to have. If I'm going with 250, 300 shares or whatever, a 10-cent move against me is $30. If it's 300 shares, if it goes down 20 cents, that's $60. With a count this small, that adds up quick, especially with commissions. You add commissions, 20 cents on 300 shares with commissions like $75. So you can only afford like two or three of those, and then your account is gone. So I went to thinking. I said, you know what? Let me go down, to 100 shares because a lot of times these stocks will whip, and they will whip like 10, 20, 30 cents before it goes in the intended direction. So you have to be able to withstand those wicks, is what I'm learning. Um, which I knew it back in the day, but I was just more looking at what I could make. Like most of us, looking at the upside. Like I'm looking at if I put 1,000 shares, hey, I could make off of every 10 cent $100. That's what you're looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Not thinking about the other side of it. So I am gonna go down to 100 shares just so that I can withstand a little whip here, a little whip there. I'll try to show you some examples of it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, let's see. Right now, I can't really pull a OPTT. I'll just go to some. I'll go to OPTT and show you like yesterday. Okay. All right. So, give you an example of how that'll work. All right. So, you may have known that this stock was gonna go down. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Or no, better yet, on the long side. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. It's a good example here. You may have known it was gonna go higher down here in this area at the $9, $8, $7 area. So say you got in, you know what I mean, at the VWAP because you were expecting for it to hold the VWAP. You expected, you knew it was strong, so you expected for it to, bounce off the VWAP. But you just know that it was going higher. You know, based on your analysis and based on everything you learned and know. So say you got in up at here at the 889. Now it got down to 789. If you only had 100 shares, you only were risking $100, really, for it to go down a whole dollar. You see what I'm saying? So you could have withstood. You could have held. I mean, you could have held. Maybe say your stop is $150. So if your stop was $150 and you got in here, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit. You got in about 880. It stopped at the low of this candle. Guess where it was? 781. So if you got in at 880, thinking it was gonna kind of hold this area or not go too far under it, and you made a $100 risk on it. Basically, that means if you only had 100 shares, that means you could stand for it to go down to 780. You could literally stand for it to go down to exactly 780, and you'll be fine. But guess what? It went to 781. It didn't even go. It didn't reach your 780. So you would have been able to hold that stock and hold through all of this, hold through this whole thing, and you would have been paid off handsomely. So that's why I want to lower my share size. Not telling everybody else to do that. If you know what you're doing, then hey, by all means, do what fits you. Um, but yeah, if my strategy would have been, I would have actually, if I was trading yesterday, I would have actually profited because I would have probably put $100 stop, a whole dollar, because I'm going down to um, 100 shares. That's the only reason. Now, if I was playing 300 shares, 500 shares, you can't stand to go that far, because that'll be like $500 if you go 500 shares. So, that's why I'm going lower share size. So, anyway, I'm not going to stick around on that topic too long. But, yeah, that was a good example. If you could have held a little, the thing about it is it's just hard finding the proper entries to manage your risk. I mean, you can just jump in anywhere. If you know the stock is going up, you can jump in here, here, whatever, here, here. If you knew it was going up, but the thing is, when you jump in, it's your risk. How are you managed? Where's your risk? And then, based on your share size, how much risk can you take? Can you stand a 10-cent drop? Can you stand a 5-cent drop or a 20-cent drop without it hurting you really? Well, the higher your share size, the less you can stand. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. So that's why I'm going down to 100 shares. So I figure, and if that's since that's the case, I have to only look for stocks that really are going to give me some big moves. I need at least 30 to 50 cent move at the least, because 30 cent is $30, 50 cent is $50. You know what I mean? Every 10 cent is $10 when you're dealing with 100 shares. So now I got to be a little more selective. I actually was thinking about, I may even go up on the price of the stocks I'll play. Since I'm only using 100 shares, I could actually go up to a stock that's $45 and still get 100 shares. So I might even start looking at those in those areas. If I see something that looks like it's really moving, or you know what I mean, it's really showing me that it can move a dollar or more at a time. So anyway, guys, you got a couple on the scanner. This is the higher one, so don't mind me looking here. This is $36. I'm looking for something that's moving. So anyways, guys, right now you got OPTT, REPH, ADMA, ADMA with a little volume. I'm not sure if it's moving or not, but so let's see. I see TUM popping up on the scanners here. See what's going on with it. It's another one of my I follow a lot of traders, so you'll see a lot of those pop up. Shout out to all the traders out there, man. No hate. One thing about it, I like to see everybody win. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're doing better than me, worse than me, same as me. I just want to see everybody win. Why not? You know what I mean? Why don't you? Why wouldn't I want to see everybody win? What do I gain by not seeing the next person win? I know this is a zero sum game, but I don't care about that. I'm gonna make mine, and you better make yours. So TEUM is popped up. Let's see if it has some news here. Yeah, it got some news reports. Achieves $100 million in new sales during March alone. Wow. Just March. I'm in the wrong business. Huh. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, that is some pretty good news. Hey, if that, if it stands true and it is true and good news, something to keep an eye on. All right, guys. So let me go back over this TNA. I told you it's gonna go down. I was just looking at the time and sales. It looked like it's down. What did I tell you? If you looked at the stream from the beginning, I told you this was back when it was up here, up in this area. I mean, I know my analysis is fairly good. It's gonna continue now. So guys, I won't look at this for long. I'm just gonna tell you now. I am not a financial professional. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just the opinions of me and me only. I do not know where stock is going or not going. This is just my opinion. So just trying to cover my legal basis here. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I want to trade. I want to trade. I can't trade and focus on this at the same time. All right, guys, I'll make a video. Probably make a video today. I'm not sure. Got some things to do, but if not, I'll have one when I do the live stream in the morning. All right, guys, take care.